Hey all you cool cats and kittens. It's Monday, so your new workout is focused on upper body and core. If you've got 38 minutes to spare, then this is the one for you. And I tell you what, in this workout, 8 is the magic number. You've got 3 rounds, 8 minutes on a lot of them, and 8 rounds on a final Tabata style workout. Upper body and core, that is your focus. Thanks to everybody that joined on the live workout on Sunday at 10 a.m. to celebrate my birthday and have a bit of fun with the Day of the Dead theme. It was so great to see so many of you there, and welcome to Caroline Staines. It was your first live and I really hope to see you on another one again soon. All the best to everybody. Speak to you soon during the week and take care.
Time for your dynamic warm-up. This block is going to be 5 minutes of work with 5 exercises. All you're going to need is a yoga mat for this one. Ready to get to work, D?
Let's get warmed up.
All right, we're going to start with 1 minute of a cobra swing. You're going to lay down flat on your mat. You're going to start with your feet about hip width apart, those toes anchored to the ground. As you can see, Dee is placing her hands on the small of her back, shoulders nice and tall. You're gonna raise that chest off the ground, full extension with the arms to reach out in front of you, back to the small of your back. This is gonna work your shoulders as well as your lower back and core. Options here, you can always reduce your range of motion. Next up, we've got 30 seconds per side of a T-spine rotation. Dee has her hands stacked underneath her shoulders, knees stacked underneath the hips. Placing one hand behind the ear, elbow nice and wide, we're gonna rotate at the midsection, trying to make contact with that planted hand. You've got 30 seconds per side. An option here, you can reduce your range of motion. Next up, we're going to warm up those ankles and hamstrings, crossing our right foot over the left, pressing through the ball of the left foot to raise the glutes into the air, elongating that hamstring, bringing that knee back down to the ground. Option here, you can always reduce your range of motion. You've got 30 seconds per side. Next up, 30 seconds per side of an iso hold plank bird dog. For this, you're going to extend your right arm out, left leg back, drawing your belly button to spine, squeezing your glutes to keep that core engaged. You're going to hold that for 30 seconds per side. An option here, use your own personal range of motion. Last but not least, you have 1 minute of a bear plank alternating shoulder tap. We're going to press through the balls of our feet, raising our knees just off the ground enough, belly button to spine to engage the core. Nice, slow, and steady, bringing that hand to your opposite shoulder. Option here, you can always drop your knees down to the ground, but make sure to keep that belly button drawn to your spine. You've got 5 minutes of work. Let's get warmed up.
About to get started, I'm feeling the groove. Somebody let's party, get naughty, I do what I do. So baby shake it, I wanna take it, and I'm all over you. Drinking, smoking, everybody move. It's on baby, go it, go crazy, everybody hit the floor. We on an adventure, maybe we'll get so hazy till the morning shows the light. You know I hold it down. The music steady playing, listen to the sound. And I'ma drop a couple stacks, do it like that when I come around. So just raise your hands to the sky. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. So just take your place, feel the vibe. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. It's about to get started, I'm feeling the groove. Somebody let's party, get naughty, I do what I do. So baby shake it, I wanna take it, and I'm all over you. Drinking, smoking, everybody move. It's on music steady playing, listen to the sound. And I'ma drop a couple stacks, do it like that when I come around. So just raise your hands to the sky. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. So just take your place, feel the vibe. You know we're feeling so alive. And we got that money, got that money, got that. Put your hands to the sky. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. Yeah, we got that money, got that money. Getting closer to your body, I wanna get the party started. And we're dancing till the morning comes. Yeah, tonight we're getting wasted. We'll engage in conversations, cause we only wanna have some fun. You said to catch that rhythm, I wanna dance right with ya. Ooh mama, oh my, ooh mama, oh my. You start to drive me crazy. Just say you'll be my baby. Ooh mama, oh my, ooh mama, oh, oh, oh. Ooh mama, oh la 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 la. Ooh mama, oh my. Everybody wanna party, put your bottles where they should be. Cause the party going on and on and on and on. You said to catch that rhythm, I wanna dance right with ya. Ooh mama, oh my, ooh mama, oh my. You start to drive me crazy. Just say you'll be my baby. Ooh mama, oh my, ooh mama, oh, oh, oh. Ooh mama, oh my. Ooh mama, oh la 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 la. Ooh mama, oh my. Ooh mama, oh, oh. Ooh mama, oh my. Ooh mama, oh la 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 la. Ooh mama, oh my.
All right, I think it's time.
It's time.
Upper body mini bands. 8 is great. 8-minute block. Every exercise is 8 reps. We're going to start down on all fours for a 4-point glide. Mini band is over the wrists. Elbows are nice and lecked out. We're going to just glide one hand out to the side, activating those upper body muscles. Once we've completed 8, we're going to switch to the other side, keeping the core nice and tight. From here, we're going to take it to a standing position. We've got 8 uppercuts. So our palms are turned in nice and neutral. We're pulling down from the backs of the shoulders as our arms go up. Tension on the band always. Don't lift too high. Keep the pressure down through our shoulder blades. Then we're coming to a front raise. Again, shoulders engaged, thumbs up. We're lifting, keeping the tension on the band. Arms are always shoulder width apart. Don't worry about going higher than shoulder height. Keep that tension. Finally, we're going to hinge at the hips, driving our hips back and pulling our core in for a low row into a bicep curl. The elbows stay in the same plane, and we activate from the backs of the shoulder blades, tension on the band. 1 row and 1 bicep curl equals 1 rep. You've got 8 of them. We ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know. I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. Took a while for me to realize I never put myself first. Look my reflection dead in the eyes. I said it's time to see your self-worth. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know where I could go. You don't know I could do anything. You don't know. I woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too. How come it took so long to see that if I want something different, it's up to me. Woke up feeling brand new. Nice to meet you. Don't tell me what I can't do. I'll get it done. Woke up feeling brand new. It's nice to meet you. I bet it's nice to meet me too.
Your core is the foundation of every movement, and that's exactly what we're going to target in this block. It's going to be 8 minutes total. We've got 4 exercises, and you'll repeat those until time is up. You're going to need 2 objects for this block. Something that you can elevate your hands on. It may be a couch that's right next to you, or grab that kitchen chair. And then also a toolbox or something that weighs about 15 pounds or more. Dee Dee, are you ready to get started?
Ready.
All right, sumo squat to oblique crunch is our first exercise. So you can see Dee Dee's already into that sumo position. Feet are nice and wide, and you're gonna keep that chest up nice and proud. Hands are gonna be at a fist at your chest, and then driving one elbow down towards that thigh, really squeezing those obliques with every motion. We have 20 reps total here, so 10 to each side. Your second exercise, we're gonna continue to work those obliques, but we're gonna add a little bit of a challenge. So this is a standing weighted oblique crunch. Standing set position, shoulders over hips, over knees, over ankles. Make sure we're not locking those knees out. Fingertips to one ear, and then as you see, she's sliding that toolbox down the outside of one leg and then coming back to that neutral position. So pause for a second and then reset and go right into that next rep. You've got 15 on one side, 15 on the other. The next exercise is going to be where we need that incline, right? So you need those hands up on something. We're gonna go into a plank jack. Now the key here is to go slow. So we're gonna pause and then jump back together. Jump out, pause, jump back together. Focus on keeping that straight line from your ear all the way to that ankle so that core stays super, super tight. Your option, of course, is to step it out and then step it back in. Now, your final exercise is definitely going to be a little bit more of a challenge, and we're going to elevate that heart rate. All right, we're about to see a lot of power coming from Dee Dee right now. We've got that tuck jump. So you're going to drive both knees up at the same time, getting as high off the ground as we can. Now, if we don't have that much power, you can pause in between, jump as high as you can, reset, and then go again. Nice work there. It's time for you to get started.
In the dark, in a room, I'm waiting on my own, and the dream seems so far away. Could it be you're waiting there for me? I just need to open up. Oh, then your light shines in. I'm flying. Never saw you coming. Looking out as far as our eyes can see. This time we will get away. Oh. Then your light shines in. I'm flying. Never saw you coming. Now you're under my skin. Flying, and set me free. Then your light shines in. Flying, never saw you coming. Now you're under my skin. Flying, and set me free. You went and found the hiding place. You got me looking for the next surprise. You made me fall down the dark, and now I'm flying to a better state.
sense of wonder. A tide pulls from within
For the next 8 minutes, our focus is going to be slow and controlled movements. All we have is 3 exercises, but we need a nice heavy weight. So something that weighs about 15 pounds or greater, we've decided to grab a backpack and fill it with some nice heavy books. That'll make it easy for us to do the exercises. 3 exercises, minimum of 3 rounds that we'll complete for those 8 minutes. Let's get started with our single arm low row. We're going to start by getting into our hinge position. So standing set position first, feet are shoulder width apart. From here, send your hips back, keeping a nice flat back, ear straight down to that hip, nice straight line. Grab a hold of both of those straps, and then from here, you're going to watch John drive his elbow up past that rib cage. Pause at the top. It is a 3-second countdown. So 1 drive up, pause for 1 count, then 3, 2, 1 on the way down. Make sure we keep that core nice and tight the whole time. Your option here, you can lighten up your weight or you can take it to a split stance, which is simply straightening out that back leg for a little bit more stability. You've got 8 on one side and then 8 on the other. Your next exercise is going to be a standing overhead tricep extension. So you've got that little handle at the top. You're going to make sure that you swing that backpack around behind your back, get both hands in there. Back to that standing set position, try to hug your elbows in, and you're gonna press that bag up towards the ceiling, extending, tightening through the back side of your arms at the top, and then slow and controlled, lower back down to about that 90-degree angle with those elbows. Again, make sure that core stays super tight, soft bend in your knees so we're not locking them out. Option, you can lighten it up. Your next exercise is going to be a hammer curl with tempo. So bring the bag around in front of you. You can either grab a hold of the material on the side or just like John is, to each handle. From here, hug your elbows into that rib cage. Keep that soft bend in your knees, core tight. And again, tempo is 1 count up and then 3, 2, 1 as you lower back to that starting position. That focus, slow and controlled as you let it come back to the starting position. You've got 12 there. 8 minutes, 3 exercises. Let's get started.
I can't resist, I'm powerless, like a fly to light. From out the mist, I see a shine. You're the one for me, and I've been known to give in too easily before. But I know I feel something I've never felt before. Then you told me stay, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. It's not too late to change, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. Let's burn it down. Let's burn it down. Let's burn it down. Your touch and kiss, my heart's first wish is coming true. I've begun to grow, and now I know you're the one for me. And I've been known to give in too easily before. But I know I feel something I've never felt before. Then you told me stay, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. It's not too late to change, don't worry, be strong, come along, be with me. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. I'm feeling like a flame at night, I wanna be the flame in your fire. I'm feeling
This cardio block's all about power. With Power Days, it's all about peaks and valleys, and we're kind of experiencing peaks and valleys right now. So this is kind of like chasing your kid around the house and being able to recover. We're really trying to increase the heart's efficiency. So with that being said, we do have a Tabata style block. 8 total rounds, 20 seconds of work to 10 seconds of rest. Julia, we're gonna be doing those high knees. So we're gonna try to make it look like an all out right here. We're going in 3, 2, 1, all out. Seeing her pump those knees, keeping those arms pumping, really getting it going, and then recover. Options here, we can always march in place. Keeping that knee nice and tall, very nice. You guys have 8 rounds here. Go ahead, get started. You worked hard today, so you deserve this flexibility block. You'll have 7 total stretches that you're gonna hold for 20 seconds each. The first one, we have that overhead reach, moving from our side, 20-second hold per side, working the lats and obliques. Next up, we have a cross arm stretch. That's going to work the shoulders a little bit more, 20 seconds per side. Next up, standing chest stretch, bringing the arms to a 90-degree angle, drawing the elbows towards the back of the room to open up the chest. Next up, we have an internal rotator stretch, bringing the hands behind the back, chest nice and tall. Then, taking one hand, grabbing that ankle for a standing quad stretch. Fun little tip here, if you touch the nose or the ear, it's going to help with balance. But of course, if there's a chair nearby, go ahead and use it. Next, we have our kneeling forearm stretch. Fingertips facing the knees, pushing back on the hands, sitting back on the heels. You have 20 seconds there. Last but not least, we have our child's pose. So we're going to go ahead, bring the toes together, knees a little bit wider as we press back, enjoy sitting back in the stretch. Good job today.
I don't wanna be a close call. Don't wanna be stuck in the middle. Wanna have it all. I'm not a high hope. I'm not an almost. I'm better with my weakness showing. Exposed, still growing. If I got one shot in life, keep my eyes wide, cause I'm living real fast in double time. There ain't no box that you could label with my name. Ain't no way you could fit me in a frame, cause I wanna make waves. No time to play safe. I wanna make change. No time to be comfortable, cause I wanna make waves. No time to play safe. Yeah, I wanna make change. I don't wanna be comfortable. I'm never gonna be an almost, just because I'm too scared to fall. I push it back a little when life's pinned me to the wall.